Alright, so here we are for daily video number 9, I think we're up to now. And the topic of today, I just thought about it now, is I think obsession and its merits. Yeah, definitely that's a good one. So obsession and its merits. Now, I don't know about you, but I believe that we are all just energy. In fact, the whole universe is just energy. Yeah, it's the reason why I've got like a Sri Yantra tattooed onto my hip with the chakras going down. Yeah, we're all just energy and we all come from the same consciousness. Yeah, a bunch of atoms and particles spinning around at different speeds and frequencies and combining to make different things that we call our universe, right? Now, I've had this kind of belief for quite some years now, and you know, it kind of leads me to the thought or the topic of discussion, which is the power of intent. Now, for me, you know, I don't really call it power of intent. I like to call it obsession, yeah? And you know, it's quite funny because when I think about obsession and the power of intent and the law of attraction and manifestation and all that good stuff, you know, the thought that comes to my mind, see, I didn't come from money, yeah? In fact, I remember back in my teenage years, we used to fucking have nothing. So we'd actually run into the bottle-o and like we'd just like steal a heap of bottles and then we'd go down to South Bank and like drink in the park before going to another bottle-o and stealing some more alcohol so we can get drunk and get wild. And, you know, I did a lot of stupid stuff there. But like, what's really interesting is that, you know, I remember I used to drive around in this beat up old Nissan fucking Silvia S13 that was basically falling apart. I was on drugs back then, so I actually pulled the car apart and then put it back together and realized that there were a whole heap of fucking screws and bolts. And I'm like, oh shit. But anyway, it's falling apart. And I got into business and started, you know, doing okay and stuff like that. And I still drove my Nissan Silvia. And one day I remember, and friends of mine who know me well will remember this too. I remember I took a Subaru BRZ for a test drive. Now, I didn't have the money to get this car back then. And I remember just obsessing about it, yeah? See, when you obsess about something, when you like, it's got that picture in your head and you can see it, you can hear it, you can get a feel for it. It's like it's an in-body thing. Essentially what you're doing is you're activating the law of attraction. Yeah, you're manifesting that goal. And the funny thing is that got in 2012 or 2013, whenever it was, I went from driving, you know, this beat up old fucking Silvia thing, and then I got like this fucking ute. I went from the ute to the fucking, the Subaru BRZ. So I manifested that goal and I absolutely obsessed about it. Obsessed. And then, you know, time went along, and then I ended up taking this Audi R8 for a test drive one day. And fuck me, talk about like blowing my socks off. I was like, holy shit, I have to own this car. And, you know, going down that same track of obsessing, I remember driving away from that test drive thinking, holy shit, I don't have the money to get this, but I really, really want it. And I started obsessing. I could see myself driving the car. I could hear the fucking engine note. I could feel it. Even though I wasn't driving, I could hear and feel the metal gears like clanking into the gearbox because they had a really cool gears thing. And like, it wasn't long until just obsessing about it so much that I ended up fucking owning that car as well. Obviously, you know, this isn't magic and I didn't just go, hey, I really, really want this fucking thing and bang, I had it. I did a lot of work to make that happen as well and I had to get my fucking hustle on real hard. But the fact is that the power of intent is real, and when we just get so focused and we obsess about something, more often than not, what happens is we're prepared to do a whole lot more to make that thing become real. Now, that's where the magic is, yeah? You obsess about it. You put that intent out there into the universe. Yeah? You activate that law of attraction. But then you are prepared to take more action, get more shit done, and then it just fucking happens, right? Now, you might not always get the exact thing that you want, but sometimes you get close. Like if you obsessed over getting a Lamborghini, but you got a Ferrari, you wouldn't be upset, would you? You know, and this isn't just in regards to cars in my life. Like I remember obsessing when I was like 22, like I wanted to have $1 million. And then next thing I know, we make fucking 2 million in the space of fucking, God, I think it was like 8 weeks or 6 weeks or something like that. When you start to obsess about things, when you start to like, literally, you can see it so vividly and so clearly, like you really do put that energy out there into the universe. And the way that the universe works, so this is my opinion, is that like whatever you put out there, you're going to get back. Yeah, whatever you put out there, you're going to get back. So if you're sitting in a spot right now where you're putting out a lot of negativity, you're putting out anger or frustration or even worse, jealousy or anything like that, then what you're doing is you're actually putting those vibes out there into the universe. So you're putting that energy out there, and what's going to happen is that the universe shall deliver. Asking you shall receive. And sure enough, you're going to pull that stuff back into your life in some shape or form. So what you need to start doing, and this is super, super important in regards to business, in regards to your relationships, in regards to your health and fitness, you have to start putting the intent out there that is in line with what you want. Don't go putting out that anger or frustration or jealousy or whatever the fuck it might be. Actually put out what you want. Send out feelings of love, of gratitude, of appreciation. And I'm not going to fucking bullshit this issue. Sometimes that can be hard. But you have to pull yourself in line and realize that if you're putting that bad stuff out there, you're going to get the bad stuff back. If you're thinking about poverty, 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 you're going to block the return of money, right? So it's really, really important to understand this and understand that what you put out, you get back. So now more than ever, it's extremely important to start recognizing when you're putting the bad shit out, stop it and start to let that positive intent grow inside. So put out the good vibes, put out the good picture, let yourself obsess about the things that you want, because from that obsession, that breeds the action that's taken to make those goals become real. There's no magic. You put the good vibes out there and then you obsess about it and you take the action required to make your goals true. Anyway, that's my daily video now. It's fucking late and I don't like doing these late ones, but I gotta do it. I'm in the habit now. So hopefully tomorrow I'll get a morning one done. Anyway guys, have a fantastic evening. Bye-bye.